Hey, what's up, fellas? Ladies and gents, this is awkward. We got an audience.
Hey guys.
Hello. All right, this one is branch off, basically explaining this crypto stuff that me and Driss always bringing up that we probably annoy y'all with.
Oh yeah.
But it has to be said, this is the future. We got a lot of bright minds around this. Ain't no reason for not taking advantage of this time, opportunity, and this technology.
Basically, we trying to make y'all rich.
Word.
Well,
Word
probably not
that.
rich because you guys probably won't take this advice. But if you do, make you some bread.
Exactly. Let's jump straight into it. Here. This is not a prop. This is not a scheme, but this shit is obsolete.
What is that, $1?
Yes. This is not $1. This is cash.
Okay.
It's obsolete. This shit is done. How much of a hassle is it to just get cash? Just started throwing it. How much is it to just get cash? Think about all the times that you use cash, bro. Never.
Can I have this though?
Yeah, I don't even like holding cash anymore, bro. Like the last time I touched it and I cussed my barber out.
Why?
Because he's the only nigga I have to get cash for. Ever.
Yeah, my barber accepts Square Cash.
See, and that's what I just told him. I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you cash from now on. If it ain't Square Cash, that's a wrap.
Square Cash. Perfect cuts off the Bethel.
Exactly.
Yeah, me one.
All right, but so let's get into this crypto stuff. Where should we start? Y'all probably heard a lot of craze about the Bitcoin, and the second biggest one is probably like Ripple.
Yeah, Ripple, Bitcoin. You have Litecoin,
Ethereum. Yeah.
So I would say Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum were the first. Like they're the three biggest at first. Like
Bitcoin is like the big mama. Like she's the one it's probably never gonna fall because how huge it actually is.
Yeah.
So let me get into just blockchains. Y'all probably heard of blockchains. I'm gonna give y'all I'm not going super into detail. They got good TED Talks and stuff that's good for it. So you can go look at all that stuff. But basically, a blockchain is like a ledger. A ledger is something that we keep track of information. So say a Carfax is a ledger.
Yeah.
Like it lets you know everything that's happened to this car since it's been made. This happened. It got the oil change here. It got into a wreck here. We fixed it here. This was salvaged this time. This is the thing about ledgers of today. They can be tampered with because it's man-made. Mm-hmm. We literally keep it in like books and stuff. So if you want to buy a car, maybe a house, maybe the house got flooded. They didn't want to let you know though.
So they can just put that behind
the
books.
They can erase that and just like, oh, this boom, boom, boom. Okay. This is where blockchain comes in. Now, blockchain is a cryptic ledger to where it cannot be tampered with. So once something is set in forth, so say, breaking it down, let's say you go buy a car. And through that blockchain of whatever company you're using, they put in, okay, this car was made this day. This is the day it got this oil change. This is the day it got the windows tinted.
Okay.
It's locked in with I believe it's called an API key. So once they lock that in of what happened, it cannot be changed. The API key locks it in.
So essentially, it's part of it. Like that's what it is. Like,
yeah. So once it's locked in, and guess what? If it's tampered with, that whole blockchain falls and it's erased. You can never come back again.
Okay.
So that's the reason why it's like the highest form of trust. Because right now we like 50-50. That's why we're so like, do I want to get this person my money or should I trust this? Because you get sold a lemon. You're going to be salty. Like, oh, man, you told me everything was good with this, but it's not.
So let's talk about like websites or trading applications that people use for.
Yeah, okay. Now, if you want to get into that, you can. This is the branch of just how you get into crypto in the first place. So you want to put your money into an app called Coinbase or Robinhood. these are the ones accepting Bitcoin.
Yeah, at the moment. There's also some, I think the Cash app is also working on it.
Oh, really?
And I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook has something on the way for it too.
Oh, yeah. Hell, I ain't even think about that.
Yeah, that'd just be smart for
Zuckerberg ain't going to get left out.
Nah.
Zuckerberg ain't going to play.
And if you ain't had this idea yet, Zuckerberg, pay me. You better pay me. I want my
Real
money.
Shit. Real shit. So you get your money on there and you buy your, you know what? And I'm going to touch on this. These aren't really coins, guys. Like, you're not getting a token. It's not something that you can hold. It's crypto. It's in the computer. It's ones and zeros. It's digital cash.
Yeah.
So when people say coins, think of a business. You're betting on a business. So we're not betting, you're counting, you're putting your trust, you're putting your funds into a business.
It's basically stocks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're putting your funds into that stock. So that's where it gets to exchanges. You know, you have exchanges like GDAX. You know what? Driss, he's been trading for a minute on I ain't gonna say real exchanges, but exchanges before the crypto world.
Oh, yeah.
Like the NASDAQ or the, what is it, NYS? Yeah, whatever it is. But
it's basically the same. It's the same aspect. That's what you're basically doing. So think of each individual coin as an entity of their own. They're a business that's being run and they have ups and downs. There's going to be news that is coming out that increases and decreases the value of these coins. And
the coins is the shares of that business.
Yes.
And that's where you get, y'all probably heard the term of white papers or road maps. Like, you read those about that business because they're letting you know what they got planned and what they can foresee for their business.
Yeah.
So if the roadmap or the white paper looks good, and it's like, you know what? I want to invest in this business.
Exactly.
It's coming off the ground. Maybe an ICO stage means the very beginning before it even hits the exchange. But maybe you want to get in then and put a... See, and this is the great thing about crypto, guys. See, I think on like the NASDAQ and all that, you got to have like a minimum amount or...
Well, depending on what you use, I know if you just going with Robinhood, as long as you just deposit like $5, you can start trading right away. Granted, there's only like, off the top of my head, I can only think of like 3 stocks that are worth less than like a couple cents. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get much for just $5, but you can start for as little as you want.
Yeah. And for day trading, I think you said it was like a minimum.
Yeah. There's also some other rules that go into it. Like you can only day trade like 3 times within a 7-day period.
Whoa. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So,
and then there's like a minimum of like, what, 20,000, 10,000, something like that.
So if you want to get past the day trading phase, then you have to have at least a minimum of $20,000 in your trading account. Yeah, so.
All right, and this is the great thing about crypto. I can get started with $5.
Yes.
I can trade with $5
unlimitedly,
and I can trade all day. That's what people are doing right now. They're treating that as a job. They're trading all day, every day, and they starting out with a minimum of $200, $300. So this is the ground floor. You feel me? Like, and this is why this is the young man's game. Like the NASDAQ and all that, that was a young man's game when it first got cracking and they cashed in on it. That's why we see the rich people of today.
Yes.
We look at the Warren Buffetts and be like, man,
those rich
how did they ever get that rich?
Those rich people that like traded back in the NASDAQ back in the day now make the rules for it.
Exactly.
So they stay rich. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But crypto is unregulated. There's no rules for it yet. It's the wild, wild west of trading. So literally you got young people just going in there with putting like $5 in the ICO phase.
Exactly.
And then it just booms up to like what? 10 cents. And then next thing you know, they got 5,000. They got 5 racks out of nowhere. They just put $5 in and got 5 racks.
Exactly.
Obviously you got to do your research and which ones that you like put money in. But like,
exactly.
At this point, I think most of the coins are just going to go up because.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the businesses, like everything. This is my biggest thing, guys. Like people, we got to get out of this brick and mortar and just ground, like, we all see technology here. Yeah. It's coming. Stop being in denial about it. I mean, it's scary, but it's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying our brains are gonna be computed or, you feel me, AI is gonna be just walking down the street, but like we were just saying earlier, just as far as cash, we're barely using cash now. Like,
This is the first time I've seen $1 in like 2 weeks. For real.
But for real, like, man, I remember when me and a couple homies, I went to Chicago and we went to a restaurant and they had on the window, like, cash is not king here. In Chicago, a major city, like, we don't take cash. We only take in card. So that really opened my eyes. Like, bro, we're really heading into a new dimension. Like,
it's also funny, like, when you see websites now, like when you buy stuff online, you'll see like PayPal, obviously a credit card, and then underneath it now, Bitcoin.
Exactly.
They're all accepting Bitcoin now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you might as well just
it's inevitable.
You got to beat it now. Like, might as well just convert.
Bro, it's inevitable. So back to like how y'all get in. So we got these exchanges, like a very big name exchange is Binance for one.
Binance.
GDAX is the exchange of Coinbase.
Yeah.
So you want to get your money on an exchange so you can move in between exchanges. You can't move your money from app to app. So to make it a little bit simpler before I confuse y'all, put your money on Coinbase or Robinhood.
Yeah.
Then you move it to the exchange of GDAX.
And I believe Coinbase is available on both Android and Apple phones.
That was clean, perfectly. But you move that from GDAX to whatever exchange you want. There's many exchanges out right now, especially for crypto.
Actually, I don't even think you have to do it to GDAX anymore.
Oh, really?
No. So you can just go straight. You just connect your bank account to Coinbase, and then from there, all you have to do is set up a Binance account, and you can just send your money directly to Binance from there.
Oh,
yeah. So that makes it 10 times easier.
Like, that's the great thing about technology. When it's like, when they want to change something, it's not a trickle down effect.
Yeah.
It happens, bro. Like, you don't have to wait a year, and we're not hearing about it we're hearing about stuff like this in real time.
Yeah.
Versus back in the day, if something big happened and all we had was radio, you might not hear it or see it to 2-3 weeks down the road, and you didn't even know it happened.
You won't see it until enough people got rich off of it.
Exactly.
So, you want to beat them there.
Then you sitting back. But, yeah, man, like, going back to just don't get left out, bruh.
No.
Like, and I'm not saying, hey, man, we're all about to be millionaires here. You better take advantage. But that's really the possibility.
You want to talk about some of the altcoins? Because we talked about what Bitcoin was.
Yeah.
So you got the three main ones. You got Ethereum, you have Bitcoin, and you have Litecoin. But from there, if you keep going down, there's what you call altcoins. And these altcoins are still, like, basically, if you trade stocks, they're considered penny stocks because they're all still worth, like, there's some of them are worth literally like 10 cents, 5 cents, even a penny at this point, less than a penny. And these are the ones that you really gotta, like, invest in. Like, if you're starting off from scratch, they have nothing, like low-key me, and probably low-key Kurt, you don't want to go into Bitcoin. You don't want to put all your money in Bitcoin because Bitcoin's already worth so like over $10,000. But if you put your money in something like an altcoin that is worth 5 cents, you can buy more of these coins. So when that coin goes up to just 1 cent, let's say you have 100 of these coins and this coin is worth 1 cent. As soon as it goes up to 2 cents, you just made 100% profit. Yeah, you have 100% profit.
And it makes 4 cents, you just doubled your money.
Again, so like, yeah.
So, and to make it a little bit easier, guys, imagine, to take the coins aspect out of it, imagine if Facebook right now made its own coin. You're betting on Facebook that it's going to blow far as like the crypto world, which most likely it will. So if you get in there at the ICO stage, say you put $200 in there, you get 20,000 shares.
And let me remind you, in this ICO stage, their coin's not going to be worth shit. Like, it's going to be
nothing,
probably less than a cent,
fraction of a cent.
Yeah. So if you were smart, that's when you would get into these. Like, you buy in the ICO stage, and that's where you have to do your research because when it's in the ICO stage, you just see it, and there could be a lot of scam coins in there too. Yeah. So you want to be on the lookout for those. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that was a good point. You want to, and that's where the roadmaps and the white papers come in. You want to keep an eye on the business. And I see right now, I'm gonna get too detailed. I'm not trying to put more privacy coins because I believe privacy is the future. Like, far as unlocking or storage, I feel like that's the future. Yeah. So any coin stop saying coin. Any business that's dealing with that, I'm kind of all for, because it's inevitable. Like, if you're a business, I want to make a water tank. I want to put a water tank in every state. That's like, all right, I like the idea. It can go far, but it's not a necessity now. But if you like, hey, these coins are coming out. I want my business to make storage for these coins.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh yeah, if you got to ask the first person who makes a chair, he wins. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like, you feel me? And that's my thing. I just don't want nobody to get left behind. We got friends. They always ask us like, hey, I want to get started. I've heard a lot, especially from the masses. The masses usually hear about the Bitcoin and Ripple. So you kind of want to keep it light with them. That's why we decided to make this video, to kind of get a little bit more in depth on just how to get started.
Yeah.
And I'm just letting y'all know this right off top. We are not professionals.
No.
We are not advising you to do with your money. You do what you will. We just saying what we're doing. This is all from our thoughts, what we think the future would be. Honestly, I mean, it is what the future is going to be.
And honestly, a lot of people I've seen, a lot of people they can make their own coin.
Exactly.
That's another one. I mean,
That's
I'm not going to get
business.
too into that, but like there's a lot of scammers out there that just make their own coins and make their website look legitimate as fuck.
Exactly.
So people buy it. And then when it comes out in ICO, it just tanks and they just pocket all the money and they just did.
And that's the cool thing about social media now. Like, we're getting that information right then and there.
Yeah.
So if something bad is happening, you got 100 people blasting it out there. Hey man, don't fuck with this. It's not going.
What are some websites that you use to like stay updated on these coins?
The social media one I really use, far as just crypto in general, is just Twitter, and I'll follow like all the coins that I'm invested in. I'll follow all the people that's involved with that business.
Okay.
So there's constant updates all day, every day. Hey guys, we're thinking about doing this. Hey guys, we're taking our project this way. Hey guys, we just did this. We wanted to let y'all know. And that's what I feel like a good quality coin / business. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
Keep the people who's invested in your company, keep them informed.
And I'm not gonna lie, so I follow what's his name from Tron, like the CEO of Tron.
John, I think his name is John or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. I forget his name, but
yeah,
I'm so
he's
TRX.
Awesome at that.
Yeah, he's super excited every single time he tweets,
bro. And he's awesome. And he already has so much money invested, like of his own, and he already I think he got over like 500 million. Like far as like revenue for Tron.
Really?
So when you get that much, you can easily be like, well, I made my money. Let's just fall back.
Yeah, but he has.
But exactly, he's very. And this is not a Tron plug. Like we're not. This one is just not just for Tron. But we just saying this is one that we're heavily invested in. But yeah, that was a.
There's another dude, homie from Apple.
Ooh,
He used to work for Apple. Is it Tim Cook? I think it's Tim Cook. No, it's not. No, never mind. It's not him.
not Zuckerberg. Oh, Apple.
Screw it. Never mind.
Yeah.
My last thing I want to stress is when you trade these cryptocurrencies, you want to be safe.
Yeah.
You want to know what the fuck you're doing. You need to do your research. All the time, no matter what, like stay up to date on Twitter, or I know there's another website that you can use.
And there's people on IG, follow coin.
Yeah, don't fall for these traps. Like I know there's a bunch of links saying, oh, if you do this and this, you get free Bitcoin. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because if you already set up a wallet on Coinbase and they get that information, it's easy to steal all your money.
That's the thing about these cryptos. That's what makes it good and bad. What makes it more good, once you buy a currency, like whatever exchange or wherever you pocket this currency into an offline wallet or a ledger, like you can take your money, put it on an actual hard drive, a special one, and it'll give you a special key for it. It'll be a lot of numbers or letters, but you got to keep an eye on that key, because if you don't keep track of that, some people write down their key and actually take it to their bank and put it into their safety deposit box. Because if anybody can find that key or see it,
it's gone.
They can take your money like that. They can take your money like that.
And I want you, whatever we talk about in this video, feel free to look it up. I'd rather you look it up than just take our word for it, for real, because like I don't want to be held like responsible for you losing all your bread.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to like the ledgers and stuff, because like this is like some very good information, but like I might have missed a couple things.
Yeah. And this is we did this just for a briefing of just what's going on.
Yeah.
people think like, oh, that stuff ain't, don't worry about it. It's a fad. Dum. No, man, this stuff is here to stay. Yeah. Like, we're transition. This is the age of technology.
And honestly, like, you can make a lot of money on this.
Man.
You really can. I've seen literally somebody put $10 in the ICO stage and came out with 10 grand.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen. I've seen people lose a lot of money because they just put too much trust in it.
You cannot put a lot of trust into something. I mean, it's just about be smart with your money.
Yeah,
you wouldn't give your money all to one person to hold it. So spread out, buy different coins. Don't put your whole life savings into this one. Spread out, get different coins. You never know one. Keep all your eggs in different baskets, bro.
Exactly. And I also want to say this: don't think of this as a get rich quick scheme.
No, I'm glad you said that.
It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's like a long term game. It is. Like, I mean, there are people that make mad money in just a week.
Yeah,
but
those
at the
are
same
the day
time,
traders.
Those dudes don't maintain that money because they don't play it smart.
Exactly, and they sporadic. Like, you got to think about the hours that they put in.
Yeah,
they're working all day trading, bro. Yeah, they might come up with 150 or 200 a day,
but how much do they lose?
Exactly.
How much do they lose?
I'm not down for the and that's where you'll see the term holding. Like, we're holders. We'll invest into a stock that we find highly of and just hold it, because there's going to be up and downs. You're going to see your funds go down. You're going to see your funds go up. But think about when Bitcoin was at fucking $800.
Oh my God.
If you would have just bought one Bitcoin at $800, maybe you would have been up. Yeah. You would have $11,000 right now. Like, and
this is what we're trying to stress with this. Just like, right now, especially with all these altcoins being so low, like literally 1 to 10 cents in between that range. If you buy a couple thousand of these while they're this low and hold them for a year, you're gonna get a lot of money back within a year. So
definitely.
That's something to think about.
But yeah, guys, this is Curtis coming from ya.
And this is your boy Driss.
So we want to just give y'all a quick briefing on that, and we appreciate y'all. I'm just going to let them know these are our branch offs from the actual podcast, Soul Sundays podcast. We're going to be doing branching off. We're going to have a sports branch off, crypto branch off. We're going to be hitting y'all with stuff.
We got some comedy too for you.
Yeah, we got comedy everything. We trying to make a whole network. You feel me? But yeah,
might even start doing some porn. I mean, not yet, but maybe. Oh shit.
But yeah, man, y'all have a good day, and look into this stuff and take it serious.
Yeah, take it serious.
Take it serious.
Just like anything you should do, especially when you got money involved, take it serious.
Yeah, man.
But we signing off.
Definitely. Catch you later.